Our numbers are growing every year. Aquilus's message really connects with people.
It's nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh? You are giving us a run for the money. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us. Captain Torres got promoted. Sent us a goodie basket. Most of it was confiscated by customs, but there was a keg of good Aquila City beer. We raised a glass in his honor. Actually, more than one. I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift? It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
Everything checks out. Landing initiated.
Suit seals look good. Out we go.
Greetings, Captain. Destroy them! Give up already.
You are not chosen!
Before I say anything else, I wanted to thank you for giving me time. When I first came here, I never expected that I would meet you or feel this way about you. That we would end up here together. There is no precedent for any of this. A romantic relationship not within the bounds of Barun culture, I mean. I wanted to attempt to honor that culture nonetheless. I know, and I love you for that. The point I am trying to get to is that I believe I have an idea, a way I can demonstrate my commitment to you. No, I do not think we do. I do not think we need someone to tell us what we already know about ourselves. I do not think some official makes what we have any more real. The Groats have been through enough, I think. The Heralds likely would not approve, but they do not need to. Do you seriously believe I am going to wear a dress for this? Let alone buy one for the occasion? I do not want a fancy party. I do not want to wear a dress, and we do not need music. This is between you and me, and no one else. You know who I am. I do not need to explain myself to you as I would to others. They might not understand, and I do not want that distraction. I want to be able to focus on us. So, as soon as you are ready, I want us to travel together to the second planet in the Shosa system. There's something we need to do there. Things.
Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Watch it! Make sure you bring a weapon and some spare ammo.
There is little I can offer to show you how much I care, how much you mean to me.
We are, I think, beyond whatever House Barun might consider appropriate.
And whatever marriage traditions you might have would not be appropriate for me. And I love you for feeling that way. But I did think of something. This place, where we stand now, is the first place I was brought upon leaving my city, Dasra. The first time I had ever left my home planet. As you know, I was never allowed to know the way back home. That frightened me. But at the same time, I was suddenly aware of not just one planet, but a whole universe I had never seen. That is a feeling I had not experienced again until I met you. It was, yes. Nothing in my life had truly prepared me for that moment. Just as nothing could ever have prepared me for you. But there is more. Buried here is something of great value to me. Something I wish you to have. It is best, I think, if you are the one to retrieve it. You hold in your hands the most treasured item I could give you. It is indeed something very special. Let me explain. Every child in House Baroon is entrusted with a pet grot. You have seen them yourself, which it is still surprising to think about. We raise the grot. We care for it, we milk it. And when we come of age, we slaughter the grot and fashion its skull into a dagger. I did. Through this growth, we are shown the connection that we have to the Great Serpent. That all things serve the Serpent and can be tools for his use in more ways than one. I am glad that you can appreciate that. Every member of House Baroon has a dagger like this. We are instructed to keep them at our side at all times. The Great Serpent is always with us, as is the danger of those who defy and oppose him. But that constant connection to the Great Serpent is a liability to those of us sent out into the settled systems. So when we first leave our home, we hide it. Yes, precisely. So for years, this dagger has remained buried here, hidden from the world. But now, I believe you should have it. With it, I hope you can understand that I trust you completely. That I know you will care for this the way you care for me. And that we are connected in a way that is now truly unique in the settled systems. In all of creation, I love you, and I am yours. Wholly and completely. Yes, it does. Whew. Now, surely there is some other grand adventure that awaits us. We should go and meet it head on.
Sooner we get to Montero Luna, the better. I'll talk to you later.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes.
I'm still getting used to this place. It does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
I like
Never
going on
regretted
adventures
coming
with
out
Dad,
of retirement.
but I like
Constellation's
being able
got
to
the
come home
writ
to
of
my
the
room,
righteous. Keeps me young. Got one. I'd go into the astronomical charting data with you, but clear as day just to point you right to it.
Whoa, what? Nice suit.
Lifing, need something but don't have a lot of time? Yeah, let's get you settled. Have a good one.
Taking a look at your file. Bounty hunter.
In the starport
All
of
right.
New Atlantis,
Just keep the
a
chaos to
nightmare
a
of
minimum.
almost
No
biblical
collateral
proportions
damage,
played
okay?
out when 3 terramorphs attacked and threatened all of us. In an SSNN exclusive, we interviewed one of the key participants, a member of Constellation. As hard as it is to believe, the deadly terramorphs were personally slain by this incredible hero. And our source said of the fight, when everything is on the line, every moment seems like a gift. And although the attack is over, many of us still have nightmares of that fateful day. Even after their bravery, our hero is still on the job. They said, I won't rest until it's over.
Well, that was exhilarating. You do just have the two hands, yes?
Else.
Star parcel freighter to unknown vessel. I have an urgent package, hoping... The Star Parcel's fleet's got a load of these aging Deimos monsters. Built like tanks, but well past their warranty. It's gonna take hours to fix this, if we can get the engine back online at all. Sorry, company policy is only employees are allowed on the ship. If you step foot on here, I'm out of a job. I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its destination. Star Parcel will reward you well if you can assist. The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare. I really hope so. Maybe we can work something out. Tell you what, I can pay you some credits from the discretionary fund up front. Best I can do. Excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship services technician on Sidonia. They'll take it from there. Thanks for bailing me out of this nightmare. Howdy. Saw someone wearing one of those neuro-ramp things the other day. Can't believe anyone would pay Ryujin Industries a small fortune.
Looks clear. Initiating landing sequence.
Perhaps not the sort of place on which one would settle down.
Captain Max, greetings.
If nothing else, the cold here provides an excuse to warm up together later.
Take your best shot. We win. Again.
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any Terramore storming through here. Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. You the courier? I've been expecting you. Star Parcel has your payment right here. Anything else you need? I'm sure you can find something you like. You're cleared for entrance.
You don't look like a Terramorph, so you don't look like my problem.
This is a dangerous assignment, but you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems. And we fix big problems here, not make them. Now let's get to work. Welcome, everyone, to the TMD. Howdy.
Heat leeches. Excuse me? The whole time it was heat leeches. Yes.
The Terramorph Management Division. Sounds like the place where aliens get their licenses renewed. You know, somewhere in the Terramorph's genes are the instructions to insert thoughts into the brains of other animals. Only a matter of time before someone figures out how to unlock them.
Captain, looks like we missed each other back at Mast. Listen, I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot. The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were up on that podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I have gained from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that. You know I can't do that. I've got an assignment. But I'll never say no to a visit when you're in the area. Remind us all how much we owe you. Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. It's been an honor, Captain. Good luck out there.
Cleaning up the galaxy in record time.
Okay. Everything appears on the up and up, so far. This is critical work, no room for distractions.
Our CO calls this assignment the petting zoo. Big talk for someone who still refuses to set foot in the facility.
Got one of the PhDs walking out the door with a slate the other day. Said it was just some light reading at home. Yeah, right.
Pardon? God help us if these Asilis things ever get a taste for human.
I hope that we have not ultimately made a mistake in resurrecting this place.
Need something? Just say the word. Everything up to spec.
I find Mars much more agreeable than Nera. Major Sanan is responsible for my creation. The work of the Xeno-warfare team required a vast array of specializations. Field scientists capable of surviving in deadly environs. Soldiers delicate enough to leave dangerous Xeno-life forms subdued, but unharmed. Major Sanan constructed me in an attempt to accomplish all those needs. I believe my field record would show that she was successful. I'm not certain. After the disbanding of the Red Devils and the Xeno-warfare team, I was put into storage. I do not know how I came to be reactivated, but a partially deleted log suggests sale to a non-military third party. I presume this third party was responsible for transporting me to Nera and providing me with my new directive. Eliminate the planet's remaining Xeno weapons. I have no additional data on the subject. Returning to previous operation.
Interest you in a new assignment? No one else I'd rather have doing it. You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC Brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, well, I figured we might be able to recruit you for the task. Pretty much every beast, behemoth, critter, and chimera humanity's run across is on the list. But we can send in-house researchers after the little guys. Your job will be primarily dealing with the, more troublesome species. This isn't the same sort of harvesting you and Hadrian were doing with the Terramorphs. A little will go a long way here. If you can get close enough to these creatures to harvest from them directly, you should be able to collect what we need without killing them. I checked with Lieutenant Gwalter before heading out. A good EM weapon could serve you well on these missions. Though, if heavens forbid, there's no viable option other than putting the things down. We're only talking a select few specimens here. These populations will recover. Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec'd this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. You'll have to convince her, of course, but I don't think she'll fight you too badly. I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself, so pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside. Remember, proximity should be...
Hey. You need something?
Take care of yourself out there.
Okay, I'm listening. What's going on? Backup? What does that have to do with me? Come with you? You can't be serious. There's no way Percival would okay that. I have important work to do here with the TMD. I mean, I do too, but leaving the TMD? That's a big decision. It's not in my nature to say no when someone asks for help. Especially not a friend. I saw myself staying at the TMD for the long haul. But if life's taught me one thing, it's that plans don't always work out. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your six. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this'll be for the best. Both for me and for the settled system. I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first. See you, Captain.
Okay, hello.
My day is suddenly much improved. How about that?
I suppose you may have a moment of my time. I will never tire of hearing you voice your feelings.
Are you sure you must go?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That sample you want to prepare? It's in the freezer.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you.
My favorite person.
Do you want to hear me say that you make me deliriously happy? Because you do. Then I shall be sure and tell you more often, darling.
Yes?
Or is an invasive species on the premises? Or...
Are you eating at your bench?
Oh.
Keep your meals in the break room, okay?
Look who it is. Hey. I'll get back to work. Do you need me somewhere? Let's get moving.
you require my assistance?
Any new orders for me? Yeah, I'm all right with that. Talk to you soon. Ready for a fight? Look out!
You must be the one with the samples, then. I'll get these logged ASAP. If you're interested in collecting more, you can speak to Dr. Walker. Oh, and your pay? Here you are. Thank you, Captain.
Nice to see the place hasn't fallen apart without me.
Our CO calls this assignment the petting zoo. Big talk for someone who still refuses to set foot in the facility.
Need my help? Oh, okay. If you want to. That's a tough call. I've seen most of the creatures in the settled systems, and there are plenty of strange ones. One of the most memorable was an insect-like predator I encountered on a remote planet in the Moloch system. It hunted by sucking the oxygen from the atmosphere around it to suffocate its prey. Isn't that fascinating?
That's interesting. I hadn't heard of olfactory hallucinations before.
Sure. I'd rather not see them again either. A few lucky shots were all that saved my life the first time. I have a lot of stories that end with me almost becoming something's lunch. You and me both, Captain. I'm all right with that. Everyone loves a war story, don't they? Fine, but I'm not going too deep. A lot of things happened back then that I'm not proud of. It's hard for me to think of anything that happened during the war as a victory. I'm not proud of all the harm my xeno-warfare unit did. Our battles got me plenty of commendations, but I don't think they were worth it. I ruined a lot more lives than I saved. The Battle of Nera. I wasn't there, but my soldiers were. We suffered heavy losses. The Red Devils were a family, and losing family is never easy. I still think about the soldiers who never came home. Really special. There's no better feeling than finding somewhere to belong. That's what the Red Devils were to me. A family to fight beside. You know, to become a Red Devil, you have to do hard labor in the mines of Mars. When you're down there, the only people you can trust are your fellow miners. That trust made it to the battlefield, too. We had each other's backs every step of the way. I wouldn't trade a single one of them for anything in the universe. No, I don't. The Colony War ruined a lot of lives, including mine. But I do miss my soldiers. It's been a lonely couple of decades. My pleasure, Captain. It was good to reminisce. I haven't talked about my service in a long time. The way things ended with the UC after the war, well, it wasn't something I could talk about with a lot of people. Well, the years after the war were pretty dark for me. The Red Devils were disbanded as part of the armistice. They thought we were too dangerous to exist. I'd take blame for that. My unit wouldn't have been as lethal as it was without me at the helm. The Red Devils were my purpose. I felt lost without them. I spent a lot of time wandering the galaxy by myself, searching for something new to live for. Almost 20 years, but it felt longer. I mostly visited remote places with interesting creatures. I didn't want to be around a lot of people after the war ended. That's an understatement. For a soldier like me, serving the UC wasn't just a way of life, it was my purpose. It made life seem worth living. I really didn't know what to do with myself once it was over. I was hoping to find a new purpose out there in the galaxy, but nothing really stuck. Until I got the message about the terramorphs on Tau Ceti. Old habits die hard, you know? What is it? We met when I was 19. The UC assigned him to be the co-head of my xeno-warfare unit. Our first day working together, he said there was no way a kid could keep up with him in the lab. I had him eating his words by the end of my first week. I was close with everyone in the xenobio unit, but Percival and I have a special bond. Even if he is a huge pain in the ass. Have a good one.
Get whatever you need for the trip to Montera Luna. Take care.
Hello.
Heat leeches. The whole time it was heat leeches.